Welcome back to Unimportant Viewpoint with Nate and Luke. So, bro, what have you been up to?
Oh, same old. Been working.
We actually had a 3-day weekend this past weekend,
lit,
so you had to have gotten into a little bit of something.
Yeah,
surely.
Sunday we went to a pool party and did a. Have you seen the show Hot Ones?
Yeah, we talked about it on that spicy.
Yeah, we did.
That's so spicy episode because of that hot sauce I brought.
We did that challenge again, and it killed me. It was awful.
So it was worse this time?
Way worse. So much. The first wing, it starts from like a non-spicy, and it gets spicier as you go.
Yeah.
The first one hurt. I'm in danger. Like, this is not going to go well, and it didn't go well.
I wonder how. I knew something had to have been up the last time when you said that you didn't have as much problems out of it as you did with that hot sauce I brought. Because I'm like, that hot sauce I brought was hot, but it wasn't that hot.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The first time I did that challenge, we had ice cream, so I was like pounding ice cream as I went. So it kind of cooled my mouth off and like cleansed my palate a bit.
Yeah.
Didn't have it this time. Wanted to die the whole time.
So next time you know to bring it, huh?
Yeah. We had milk, and I don't drink milk, so I was like swishing it in my mouth, trying not to swallow it, but like, what do you do? I have to swallow this nasty milk. It was horrible, but I finished it. I completed the challenge again, crushed it, wanted to die. After I finished, I had to like go off by myself and just like lay my head down on the counter.
Did you cheat this time?
What do you mean cheat?
Last time you said you were taking little bites.
That's not cheating.
Out of the end.
That's
at
not
the
cheating.
End. Oh, okay.
That's how it goes. You don't have to eat the whole thing.
Okay.
But yeah, we actually, instead of wings, we did dino nuggets.
Ooh.
It was fire. So I was like cutting off a little piece of the tail and like eating that.
Yeah.
But I did the
So did they soak them? Is that what they do? Is toss them in the actual sauce and then... Okay.
And then we did the last dab on the last one. And I did
you put like an extra dab on there?
Yeah. And it was fine. I crushed it.
Dude, I've ate some freaking hot sauces before. Me and one of my buddies from high school, we got into this kick where we were buying like super, super hot sauces.
I don't understand the appeal. Like, why do you want to torture yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I never really used them for anything, but it was kind of cool just to try it and then have other people try it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I get that part.
But there's some of them, man, they hurt. Like, they hurt your insides. Like, as you were, like, swallowing it and digesting it, you could just feel it. Like, you're like, that did something to my body.
And then when you go to the bathroom, you feel it again, and it hurts.
That part I don't know about. But
unfortunately, it does not feel good.
You have to eat a lot. I think you have to eat a lot of hot stuff before it does that to you.
I barely had any, and I felt it.
Bro, how many different hot sauces were there?
I think 10.
Yeah, you probably...
I'm thinking bites like the tiniest bite.
That's a lot of hot sauce, though, is what I'm saying.
That's true.
I'm saying if you put like just like a little, like one drop of hot sauce in your mouth, I don't think it has that effect.
I guess that's true.
I mean, I wasn't like putting like 10 or 15 drops of hot sauce in my mouth.
You ain't doing it right.
Well, I'm saying that's what I think messes your insides up.
Yeah, I don't recommend it. It was fun, but like it was...
Yeah, it can't be healthy for you, I don't think.
And
I wouldn't think.
Yeah. So that show, like, they eat the wings while they're getting interviewed.
Yeah.
If that dude was interviewing me while eating those, I would come unglued.
Did you see the one with Tiffany Haddish?
I love her.
Or whatever. Have you seen that one?
So.
Oh my god, I think she like turns into like a demon at some point.
Yeah,
she's like,
that's how I would. Jennifer Lawrence is my favorite because she's like having a crisis the whole time. She's like, what, why, huh? I'm like, that would be me, no doubt. I'd be that.
That's kind of how Tiffany Haddish was too. She just like couldn't stop. She like, it was like she just like became like motor mouth because it was so hot. Yeah. She was like, she just couldn't stop herself. She just kept going and going, that and like saying stuff.
Brilliant. That's a great idea.
Yeah,
I wish I would have done that like 10 years ago.
Why did they bring me here? I'm pretty sure that's what Rick and Jennifer Lawrence said during it.
Who signed me up for this? I'm firing my publicist right now. Get him out. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. Dude, doing that on camera? Hell no.
Yeah. You could always, like, I guess, fake it, though.
Yeah, but that's lame.
But, yeah, I mean, they might not would want you to do that
probably
either.
Not. They probably, people quit that show, though. Like, they'll only get halfway through, and then they'll be done.
Yeah.
Then you're a bitch.
Man, yeah, that's the thing, is, like, no matter how hot it is, like, I don't think you can quit midway through it.
One of the girls at our party got to the last wing and wanted to quit. And we were like, what are you doing? You have one more.
Yeah.
Just fucking power through.
Yeah. I don't know though, man. If you hit that hot sauce,
but you have one
in a situation like that where she doesn't have, like, it's literally just you guys, like,
we don't win anything, but
yeah, and it's not an interview, and like not millions of people aren't gonna be seeing it. In a situation like that, I can see where you could get to the point, like, even if it's the 9th one, you've only got one left, you get to that 9th one, and that 9th one hurts so bad, you're like, I can't do higher than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But after 8, like, 8's the worst one. It tastes awful. After 8, they're all kind of like a
they're
blur.
all they're hot. You can't tell the difference.
They're getting worse on the Scoville scale, but you can't tell. Like, they're just it just hurts.
Yeah.
I'm like, just put it in your mouth and swallow it. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
That, speaking of that, have you ever done the getting the one that's horrible you said about the hot sauce? Have you ever done the moonshine tasting?
Like Gallenberg?
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be Gallenberg, but yeah.
Wait, you do it,
yeah.
Huh?
Have you, there's a rye one.
Oh.
That was in that, and we did that as a group.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And it was not that far into it. And it was that rye one, and I took that and I was like, no, I'm done. Yep. Like, there was still good flavors after that, but I'm like, nope, I can't. Like, I cannot put any more of this moonshine into my mouth because it's going to remind me of that, and that was horrible.
Yep. That moonshine, it's either delicious or horrid.
That rye one.
That rye one's pretty gross. There are some good ones, though, man.
It's so bad.
That one's bad, though.
Yeah, it's awful tasting. Awful tasting. I mean, I guess somebody probably likes it, but not this guy.
They're a psychopath.
But that's that just reminds me like that. If I might would have hit that 8th one, and different. I might have hit that 8th one and it tasted nasty and been like, whoop, I'm done.
Yeah,
because that's what I was on that moonshine thing. I didn't even get to try. I probably tried maybe a 4th of them, and for about 25% in, we got that one, and I'm like, nope.
I think I tried every single one. I got very tipsy.
That's it. I'm done.
Ugh.
That's all it takes, man. I almost threw up. That shit's gross.
Well, if you get a bad alcohol, I'm out. Like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm done.
It kind of ruins the rest. Like, it ruins your buzz.
Yeah.
And stuff. Because it was a whole group of friends and stuff. And one of the dudes in the group, he was drunk before that and was, like, acting a fool in, what's that restaurant where they make fun of you and they put those hats on and they write shit on it?
Dicks?
Dicks, yeah. We went there and he was, they act like dicks, but he was like getting pissed.
Oh,
and he was like kind of a little bit drunk and was like kind of getting pissed and like acting like beyond foolish.
That's so cringy.
And I'm like, bro, quit. Like, I'm like, I get like embarrassment from other people.
Now.
Yeah, and I'm like, it just gives me I don't know. Makes me feel gross.
The cringies.
Yeah. Yeah, I get really badly embarrassed from other people doing stuff.
If I do something, that's fine. If someone else is acting a fool, I'm full on embarrassed.
Yeah.
Lit.
Yep.
But yeah, other than that, I went golfing again.
Yeah, I heard.
You didn't go because you're lame. And
Bro, I had my kids.
Had to spend time with your family or whatever.
I had my kids. It wasn't even necessarily about just spending time with them. I had, like, what was I going to do with them? Just pack them on my back.
Yeah, that's fine. They can ride in the golf cart. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. I was really bad again. But
was it just you and Nick?
No, another guy. Matt from, I don't know if you know Matt.
Yeah.
But he came, he was pretty good.
Yeah, we talked about going.
Yeah.
And then y'all didn't wait for me.
Okay, we literally invited you. Also, apparently you were butthurt that you didn't get an invitation. Is that right?
Invitation to what?
To golf.
No, it wasn't.
So somebody told me you were upset we didn't invite you. Because I hadn't invited you yet, because I knew you wouldn't come anyway. But then I invited you, so I don't know.
No, I don't know.
I don't know who told me that.
I don't know who told you that either.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't. Nick had already said something to me, and I told him that my wife was working, and so I'd have the kids all day.
Yeah.
So I knew I wasn't going to be able to. Yeah. Because Nick had already invited me before that.
Well, invitation.
Well, he didn't actually invite me. He asked me. He was like, hey, we're going golfing on Monday. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Or he might not even said golfing. He just asked me what I was doing, and I knew that's what it was about.
I think it's yeah.
And so I just was like, I just went in preemptively. It was like, might as well not ask because I'm not going to be able to.
Well, I asked anyway because I'm a good
Because it's bad enough. Like, it's... Because my in-laws and my parents watch our kids, it's harder to ask for them to watch them, like, on times when they... You know what I mean?
Just go drop them off, man.
I know. I mean, I know they don't really care that much. Like, most of the time they're like, fine, that's fine. But, like, it's just... I feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have my kids all the time, and then, like... the times when they shouldn't have my kids to be like, hey, you want to take my kids?
Say you have an emergency.
Yeah. An emergency with what?
I don't know.
Literally.
You don't got to give them the details.
Like, I think they're going to ask questions.
I got an emergency I got to take care of right now.
Yeah, I think they're going to ask questions.
When we ask, just tell them none of your business.
Yeah. That's so stupid. That's so dumb.
I think it's a good plan.
That's like only works if it's somebody that's not close to you. You can't be like, that's like you being like, hey Clint, I got an emergency, and him being like, okay, I guess you just got an emergency.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah, right.
I got my business, he got his business.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You know that y'all would both be like, what the hell is the emergency?
No, man, listen, you got a private life, I'm here for it.
Whatever. You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit.
Anyway. That's
anything else?
No, that's only about it.
Well, so Sunday it was, I'm pretty sure. So Saturday, my daughter was not really, she would stand up, but she wouldn't really take like steps or anything. Uh-huh. And then Sunday we woke up and I was sitting, we have like a rocking chair in the corner of our room. And I was just sitting there, and all of a sudden I was like getting, I don't remember what I was doing. Like, I think I might have been tying my shoes or something. And so I was sitting there, and she just like was like in front of me, and she just took off. And she like walked towards our door to our room, and she ended up, there was books on the ground, like from them like throwing their books around. There was books on the ground, and so she like tried to like maneuver around it. So she turned sideways, and then like she lost her balance and fell. But she walked like a pretty good while before she got to the books. And I was like, what the... Okay. I was like, good job. So I picked her up and I like took her into the kitchen, and I'm like stood her up where she wasn't around anything. I'm like, go to mama. And she took like 2 steps and quit. Oh, yeah. So we were like, she's getting close. Well, we went to church, got done with that, and we went to my parents, and she just like walked like the rest of the day, and she's been walking like ever since. I mean, she still crawls, like she's not perfect at it, but she just went from like basically not doing it to like
she's ready, man.
Doing it a lot.
Hell yeah.
Like just overnight, all of a sudden she just decided like, and I think part of it too is that we showed my parents and my siblings at my parents' house, and like they all like started like clapping and stuff, and I think maybe it got her like
she's an entertainer now.
It got her like, she was like, oh yeah, look at me. Bet. So then I think that kind of boosted her into wanting to do it more too.
Off to the races, man.
And then I went and got Dunkin. That was Sunday morning before church. I went and got Dunkin for Jenna and me, some coffee, and I bought some food. I got 6 donuts. And I tell you what.
Trash.
Dunkin Donuts, like the donuts at Dunkin Donuts are trash.
Horrid.
We love Dunkin Donuts. Like I love most of their food. I love their coffees. But their donuts, which is literally in their name,
but their whole shtick
are not good. They are so not good.
I'm disappointed every time.
I'll never get them again. I don't think I'd ever had them before, but I got them for my son mostly, and like my daughter too. But like she can't eat that much of them. But like I got them for like my son and my daughter, and then I was gonna have one, and I got one for Jenna, like to go with our food.
They're so dry.
They're dry.
They're so dry.
Like super dry.
I hate it.
Yeah, they're so bad.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, okay, never again. No. I was like, what is this crap?
They're so convenient for me because they're like right there.
Yeah.
But they're so bad every time. Yeah. I hate it.
I don't really like I don't love donuts anyways.
I love donuts.
So that part, like,
yeah,
whatever. But they are awful.
Yep.
Like, they're worse than, like, the packages of donuts that you get at a gas station.
I would rather get those. I don't even like those.
Yeah, they're not good.
Cake donuts are not my favorite, but theirs are especially horrible.
Yeah. Is that what that is?
Like the other ones are like they're fried or whatever.
Yeah.
They're cakey and they're blech.
Yeah, theirs are bad.
And their coffee
bad.
Also bad. I hate their coffee.
Really?
Yeah, it's not good.
I like their coffee.
It's not consistent is my problem. You get the same drink, it's different every time. Their sandwiches though, slap.
Yeah.
Their sourdough.
Their freaking avocado toast.
I want to try that.
And the snacking bacon.
I haven't had that.
It's so freaking good.
Have to try that.
The avocado, you can get the avocado toast with bacon on top. And like sometimes like they put like whole strips of bacon on that bitch. It's not even just like crumbled bacon. It's like big old strips of like basically it's like their snacking bacon that they laid on top of the avocado toast. But their snacking bacon's pretty good too. But I think it changes depending on season.
Yeah.
Because like I think right now it's maple bacon.
Yep.
And then I think it was like black pepper bacon.
I follow their menu, and I don't even go there. Like I never go to Dunkin', but I know their menu. I know their changes. Like I'm up on it.
Yeah. I got this is kind of a little bit off topic, but I stopped at Scooters and got a pumpkin caramelicious or something, I think is what it's called. Wasn't I a big fan?
I've never been to Scooters.
I think I'm like not a big fan of pumpkin spice.
I love pumpkin spice.
Because what did I get? It might have been a pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks maybe. I don't think it was though. Maybe it was something. Maybe it was Dunkin', like a pumpkin spice from Dunkin' or something. I don't know, but it had to do with pumpkin spice, and I'm like, maybe I'm just not a big fan of that.
I love
that flavor. I love pumpkin because I like the Starbucks is that's like one of my favorite drinks is the pumpkin cream cold brew or whatever.
Yeah.
I love that, but I think it's the pumpkin spice, like the whatever else they put in with like the pumpkin flavoring.
Yeah, it's a
the
lot.
Cinnamon or whatever that is.
Yeah, I made my own sauce for my Nespresso thing.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. Found it on TikTok and it was really easy.
Nice.
I'm a barista.
Yeah, that's Jenna used to actually work for Starbucks, so she's like actually pretty good at making drinks and shit.
That's like
we
my
don't
dream.
do it very often anymore, but
if I won the lottery and then I got bored afterwards, I want to work at Starbucks for like a couple shifts here and there. I just want to be a barista.
Dude, if you won the lottery, why wouldn't you just open a coffee place?
But that's a lot of work.
Doesn't have to be. You're a millionaire.
I gotta open and run a business. Yeah,
dude, you just hire people. Doesn't even have to be. It doesn't have to be successful.
Dude, I have a business plan already, ready to go for it.
What? You don't want it, but yeah, you already have a business plan for it.
In college, the last thing I did before I graduated, you had to make a business plan or whatever.
Gotcha.
So it was a coffee shop. It was called the Roasting Rooster.
The Roasting Rooster.
It was going to be rooster themed. I don't know. It's all I could come up with. It was really horrible.
Yeah.
Dude, I was just fudging numbers. I don't know what I'm doing. It was terrible. Anyway.
He cheated his way through his last...
I got my degree.
His last assignment.
I got that degree. It's all that matters.
Then the final thing is my son is being a pest at my mom's house.
Good for him.
And so he keeps getting in trouble. So I'm about to have to start taking away his monster trucks and telling him to not watch. He won't get to watch his monster trucks and stuff. He's been like being like, I don't think he's trying to be mean, but I was telling, like, he keeps hitting one of the other kids. They like the kid that he plays with the most there keeps hitting him and stuff. And I'm like, dude, he's not gonna want to play with you if you hit him. Like, what kind of person wants to hang out with somebody that hits him all the time?
He's gotta show his dominance.
And I'm like, bro, would you want to hang out with me if I just hit you all the time? If I'm just like every so often, I'm just like, pow, smack you.
That's how it should be.
Like, you know. I just don't get it. I'm like, bro, quit.
I'm Team Liam.
Just quit.
Beat that kid up.
No. Like, I make, like, so with his cousins and stuff, like, I make jokes about, like, whenever they're, like, doing stuff, I'm like, oh, yeah, get them, like, being silly. But I don't really, like, now I'm starting to think, like, he's really, taking that shit to heart.
He listens, man.
And he's like, okay. I don't really think that's the case. I don't think he really actually paid that much attention to what I say.
They hear everything. They know.
But, yeah. So I'm like, bro, you're going to have to stop. And then he started having accidents again. Too. I'm like, bro, quit. Like, why are you doing both of these at the same time?
Having a kid sounds terrible.
It's really not.
Oh my gosh.
It's really not.
It sounds awful.
It's really not. Because then you have my sweet little daughter, which she's about to start cutting teeth, I'm pretty sure, because she's got one that's almost in. So I'm sure that's going to be fun, too. Yep. But I guess every kid's different. Liam, we didn't really ever have any problems when he's cutting teeth. I think she's going to be not fun with it
because she's a woman.
No, like she's already kind of started like being a little bit whinier and stuff, and I think that's the reason why. Like, I don't really remember Liam ever like really whining or nothing about it. But I mean, like I said, every kid's different. Like, it might not hurt when they came in that much, and hers might be super painful. I don't know. But that's pretty much it for my week. That was a pretty nice little 3-day weekend. Hung out with the kids on Monday, but Jenna had to work, so we didn't get to really hang out as a family. So
yeah,
which sucks because this weekend we've only got one day off. Yeah. So it's like
it's trash.
I wish she hadn't had to work on that Monday, so we actually could have spent the whole weekend.
In, man.
Well, because like nah, bro, I can't be doing all that crap.
No, she should have called in.
Oh, yeah, duh. What was I thinking? I wasn't even at work.
You should have called it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. But, yeah, I wish, in hindsight, if we had thought it through, I wish she had been off.
Yeah.
It'd have been nice to be able to... Because, like, you always kind of stay on your schedule, but, like, this weekend, like, normally I switch, but this weekend I'm probably just going to go ahead and go to sleep.
Yeah, you should.
Like,
there's really no point.
Go sleep and wake up at maybe a little bit earlier than I normally do, and then stay up that night because I'm like, there's no point.
No, if you switch, you'll be even more. It'll be awful.
Yeah, and I'm afraid I'll end up falling asleep randomly throughout the day, and it'll screw me up. If I try to stay up when I get home, and then
I don't recommend it.
That'd be a nightmare. I did pretty good, dude. That last weekend, I forgot about that part. Last weekend we did the podcast, and I went home. And Jenna had to do something, so I was like, just go ahead and do it. And I just stayed up the whole day.
Oh, my gosh.
And I legitimately just stayed up the whole... Like, I didn't actually... No. Like, I think we napped. Like, we all napped for, like, an hour or two. But
I crashed hard after you left. I went straight to bed.
Well, I started feeling better. Because remember, I felt like shit.
Yeah.
I just felt drained. Well, like, doing the podcast and then got home, I felt like I had more energy, and I'm like, well, might as well just stay up.
No.
She had to do something, so, and then by the time she got home, like, it was like, I think there was like 3 hours till the UK game. Oh yeah, the UK game happened too. I forgot about that.
No one cares though.
But anyways, there was only like 3 hours before the UK game started, so I was like, I'm not gonna go to sleep now because I want to wake up for it. So screw it, I'll just stay up the whole time, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. Your team won, my team won.
Yeah, week 1 was great.
Good week 1.
Week 2 should be good too.
Yeah, I'm excited for week 2 because the offense for UK, it just they weren't.
Quarterback looked.
Yeah, they were not clicking something. So I'm hoping like they'll have a bounce back game because he's supposed to be like really good.
Yeah,
and he was like, I mean, he started for 3. He's been in college for 3 years and was really good at NC State.
Yeah, he had.
Like
there's real bad.
Yeah, they
Who do you play
ranked him as like one of the top. Eastern Kentucky. Should be an easy game. Yeah. We have like 3 easy games to start the schedule, so it's gonna be kind of nice to kind of build into the. We
have 2, and then we play Kansas State.
Yeah,
they beat us by like 40 last year.
I don't remember who we played week 3, and then we played Vanderbilt week 4.
That should be cake.
And then it's Florida, but that one shouldn't be that hard either.
It looked awful.
So it's a pretty good while before we have like...
Until you play us and we fucking beat you.
I'm pretty sure we had play Florida at home too.
They were a joke.
So, but anyways, that's pretty much it. So we'll go ahead and move on to the nerding situation.
Oh my gosh, my nerding is real nerdy this week.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
Have you talked about this before? Did you? I feel like you mentioned this at one point or something.
So.
Okay, go ahead then.
I don't know.
Maybe you just mentioned it to me and not on here.
I don't think so. I don't think I even talked. Anyway.
This sounds familiar, but go ahead.
It's a video game called Baldur's Gate. It's like a D&D type game. Which, like, I don't do D&D. That's too much for me. But my husband, he bought it because he wanted to play it. And then my buddy that I game with, he wants to play it with me. And the people at work have been talking about it. So I tried it out, and it's kind of fun. But also, I'm like, I am not as big of a nerd as I thought I was, because I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I feel like an idiot.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, everything, it's so confusing, man. Because they're like, you'll try to do something, you have to roll some dice. Well, what the fuck is dice doing in here? It's a video game. What the fuck are we doing? And then, like, you have this whole activity, like, you do so much shit, and I'm like, it's too open for me. I just need some, I don't know. It's really a lot. And then I'm bad at it, so I'm like, it's really pissing me off.
That's pretty funny. Not every, like, you can be a nerd and not like a particular nerdom. Like, doesn't make you less of a nerd, though.
I don't know. I feel like D&D makes me feel like a jock. Like one of those jockey preppy dudes that, like, nerds are lame.
Yeah, you think people that play D&D are lame?
I don't. I would love to love D&D. It's not for me. It makes me feel...
I don't even know, like, remotely anything about D&D. I feel like I would like it.
You probably would.
If somebody, like, walked me through it, but...
No, it's not for me.
I like those kind of stuff. I bought... Oh, shoot. It was a board game. And for the life of me, I cannot think of it right now. But I don't have anybody play it with me. I bought it, and it's like a strategy type, like that kind of like a board game that's kind of like that. But I don't have anybody to play with me.
We should have a game night again.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing though. Like when we have game nights, like nobody wants to sit there and play like something that's like you know what I'm saying. Yeah. You have to if you're gonna have a game night like that, you have to have a game night that's like, hey everybody, let's come over and let's play this game. Yeah. And it's gonna take the whole time.
Yeah. That would be fun, though. I would do that.
I mean, I would, too, but, I don't have people that are that way, though. No. Like, my wife's not going to want to do that. And then most of the people that come to our game nights are my wife's friends that are, like, I'm friends with because of her. Yeah. Not because, like, I knew them, you know what I mean? I used to have a group of dudes that we would play, like, Risk and stuff. And Munchkins.
I would love to play Risk.
And stuff like that. Yeah. Dude, I love Risk.
Let's play Risk.
Bro, there's a Risk. I don't have one. I have a Risk. I have two different ones, but there's a Risk where it's like it changes. The board changes. Like as stuff happens, you open like different aspects of the Risk game, and your board like slowly changes, and you can like it edits it. Ew. Like so every time you play it, it's not the same.
That's kind of fun.
Why are you saying ooh? I'm like I don't know. It was like cool. I thought
it's gross, but
like at one point there's like a card that's like hidden, I think somewhere, and like you like it's not hidden, but like you know it's there, but you can't open it until a certain point, and then like you open it. Huh. I don't know. I don't really remember that well, but
do you want to know
at a certain point it ends though? Like you get to the point where it doesn't change anymore.
You know what my toxic trait is?
What?
When we play board games and like someone's explaining the rules, I do not listen. None of the words enter my brain. I can't do it. So when the game starts, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I know you just spent 20 minutes telling me what to do, but I already don't know what I'm doing. I do it every time we play a game. I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
Oh, that shit would piss me off. I'll figure it out as we go. How did that not happen on the game night? Maybe it did.
We played easy shit. Like there was never a confusing game.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, that drawing game was a lot of fun, but it was also awful. That was fun. We should really do that again.
Yeah.
Anyway, That's my nerding.
We definitely will have to. Really not a lot different for me this week. I'm still like super into my audiobooks right now and reading too, but
yeah, oh bro.
I gave up on Dune, by the way.
Yeah, as you should.
I was like, screw this. I'm like, I'm not gonna even remotely have a grasp of what's going on in this by the time it's done. So
just watch the movie.
So I ended up downloading Discovery of Witches. That's one of the All Souls trilogy that was in my list of whatever.
Oh yeah.
I downloaded to listen to the first one, and I'm like, dude, I don't even really remember this book that much. So it's like I'm reading it for the first time again. That. And then I've been listening to some Our Last Night. That's it's like a punk rock group, and they do like a lot of covers of like pop songs and stuff, and do like the pop ghost punk kind of shit.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
And so I've just been listening, trying to catch like every so often I'll listen to like all the new covers they've done, and then I'll go back and listen to a bunch of like the new covers, and then I won't listen to them for a while. So I got some catching up on the newer music that came out that they've then made into their punk cool. stuff. But yeah,
I'm gonna listen to them now. They sound fun.
Yeah, I like. They're called Our Last Night. I like some of their actual songs too, but they take a lot of their covers. They take like rap and hip hop songs and like turn them into rock, screamo, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like they do a little bit of screaming in it and stuff like that, but then they'll still kind of keep the melody, and like they do a Kendrick song, the Humble song, and it's still kind of got that like rap aspect to parts of it, but then they scream parts of it too. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I like it.
I want to add something to my nerding.
Okay.
I'm a full-fledged Swiftie now. I love Taylor Swift.
Oh, wow. What happened?
So at the pool party with my buddy, he introduces me to a lot of music that I like. But he was hyping up Taylor Swift, so I'm like, okay, I'll give her a chance. I love her, man. I listen to her newer stuff, like, I'm here for it. Dude, it's so annoying. The Cruel Summer is like my favorite song.
Especially now, after that whole thing about how Kelly Clarkson is so much better than her.
Yeah.
And how the tables have turned.
I love Taylor Swift.
Yeah, well.
She's cool, man.
I'm not surprised by that.
I'm not either.
What is this? I meant to ask you that earlier and I forgot.
The black thing?
Yeah.
It's called a Steam Deck. It's like a portable... it's like a Switch, but for computer games.
For computer games?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, everybody that can't see what I'm pointing at.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it was that reminded me of it, but something happened just now that made me remember that was there. Yeah. And I was going to ask you about it.
It's cool.
Anyways, so we'll go ahead and move on away from T Swift, who keeps making entrances into our podcast.
In my head all the time. Oh, God.
So we're going to go ahead and move on to the news. This is maybe not new. I'm not really 100% on this. I don't think it is, but I just heard about this. But apparently Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard let their kids drink non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I don't feel good about it.
Why? I do. I don't care. I
think first of all, I'm not gonna openly like cheer for my kids to drink alcohol, and I think like introducing them to the potentially worst tasting one,
it is
as a kid,
like yeah,
and then getting them into the liking that flavor,
yeah,
it just kind of like is kind of pushing them into drinking alcohol.
Yeah,
a little bit. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
I don't think that it's necessarily a bad thing that they've done. I just personally wouldn't do it because I'm not personally going to try to like get my kids to drink alcohol. Like, it'd be really great if they never did, but you know, that's not realistic either. But
yeah, I listened to his podcast. And he talked about it. There's a reason they started drinking it. It has to do with nostalgia. I can't remember what it is. Oh, it's because they would go on family walks, and Dax he's sober, because he struggled with addiction in his life, whatever.
Yeah.
But they'd go on family walks, and he would drink a non-alcoholic beer. So every now and then they would like steal a sip of it, so it's kind of like a comforting thing for him, like
gotcha,
whatever. So,
but they like do it at restaurants too and stuff.
Just, I think it's a baller.
That is the part that's fucking crazy. Also, I guess maybe there's different ones, but I thought some of the non-alcoholic beers had like a slight, like a little bit of alcohol.
Well, that's dumb. Why would they do that?
I don't know. Maybe I just imagined that.
I think you're making that up.
I don't know. For some reason, I thought that.
That can't be real.
Huh? I don't know. It might not be.
I don't got a problem with it because he's very openly sober. That family is very aware of addiction problems. So, like, if anybody can handle it, it would be them.
I would almost argue that that's could potentially be worse because addiction sometimes can be like hereditary.
It can be, yeah.
And like to introduce your.
But those kids are gonna know. Like, very much so know the risk of, like, what would happen.
Well, I know, but, I mean, shit, addicts know the risk all the time, and they shoot themselves up until they die, like, but you know what I mean?
If they like the taste of beer, they'll just keep drinking non-alcoholic
beer. The non-alcoholic beer, yeah.
They don't have to go to the other one.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's fine. People are blowing up about it, though.
Oh, I don't think it's any situation where I'm, like, take their kids away or nothing, but I'm just like, also, it just wouldn't be my...
Mind your business, man. Like,
choice.
Not you.
Yeah.
But, like, let people parent how they want to parent.
Honestly, I didn't even know you could actually drink non-alcoholic beer and not be 21. I mean, I know that's stupid.
There's no alcohol in it.
I know, but I don't know. It just seems like it would be like, I don't know. Just seems like...
It's the same thing as ordering like a virgin daiquiri or like a Shirley Temple.
That's true, but how often do you see people order virgin daiquiris
all the time,
or virgin Shirley Temples for their children?
All the time. It's like a myth. It's like an Applebee's or whatever. You can do that.
That sounds sketchy to me. I'd be afraid somebody put actual alcohol in it.
You need to live a little.
Anyways, I just thought that was crazy, though. I'm like, that's hilarious that they let their kids drink non-alcoholic beer.
When they order it at a restaurant.
But that's the part that blew me away is that they like order it at restaurants.
That's
and
pretty
stuff.
Cool.
That's pretty hilarious. Freaking big old head on the top of their beer at the restaurant.
Just throwing them back.
Oh, and then the next thing is literally right after we recorded the podcast, I found out that Jimmy Buffett died. I'm like, we probably would have known, like, could have known in recording it. And then also Smash Mouth's lead singer Steve Harwell died as well this past week. So there's two music legends.
R.I.P.
I mean, one of them's way more of a legend than the other one, but like,
yeah, Steve Harwell, pretty cool.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know Jimmy Buffett, man. I know who it is.
Margaritaville and
not my thing.
What's the something about Paradise? Oh shoot.
Who cares?
I was literally singing it tonight and didn't even register that it was a Jimmy Buffett song. And then somebody's like, "Oh, Jimmy Buffett." And then somebody else was like, "Oh, he died."
Okay.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah.
I think it's the 2 tickets to paradise.
That is not Jimmy Buffett.
Is it not?
Oh my god.
It might not be. That might not be what I sang. That might not be what I sang.
Absolutely not what it is.
I don't know.
That's Eddie Money, you weirdo.
I don't know, bro.
Oh my god, I can't believe you thought it was Jimmy Buffett.
I don't know. That might not have been what I was singing.
You're canceled.
That might not be what I was singing. I'm not saying that that's the song.
I don't know.
And first of all, I didn't even...
Cheeseburger in Paradise.
What?
Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Maybe that was it.
In 5 o'clock somewhere. I hate that song. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Shut up. Anyway, R.I.P.
There's probably a lot of songs that you know that you wouldn't realize that you knew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That Come Monday is pretty good.
Sure.
You should listen to it in tribute to Jimmy Buffett.
I will grieve how I grieve.
I'm gonna drive all the way down to Panama City Beach and go to Margaritaville.
I'll do that right now. Yeah.
And then the last thing is I saw that Taco Bell is releasing Baja Blast Gelato.
Hyped.
I am like, I hope this happens.
I'm here.
I hope this happens.
I'll try it.
I want that so bad.
I love gelato.
I want that so bad. Like, so bad. You don't even understand how bad I want that gelato.
I think I'm kind of catching that vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds freaking fire.
It does sound fire.
It sounds so good. That almost would be the perfect soft drink to turn into a gelato. Dr. Pepper would be good as an ice cream, I think. I don't know about gelato.
It'd be good as a gelato.
You think?
Or like a Fanta.
Because I feel like Dr. Pepper, like the creaminess would go well with Dr. Pepper.
You're right.
Whereas like Baja Blast, like that, like I don't even know how to describe gelato.
I don't even know what flavor Baja Blast is, but it's great.
Yeah, what flavor is that flavor?
I don't even know how you would describe it.
I don't know. I mean, they all say something on them.
Yeah, they're all lying too.
Well, I know, but I mean, like, it always says, like, do with a blast of whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A Baja.
With a blast of Baja. It says do with a blast of
Baja.
Natural and artificial tropical lime flavor.
I would not describe it as lime flavored.
I think it's the tropical is the part, like, isn't lime Mountain Dew, basically?
I thought so.
Yeah, so I think like the tropical is the...
That's not very specific.
Like tropical fruit. Yeah, but they never are specific when it comes to tropical. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah,
like they'll be like...
Could mean anything.
Yeah, like it's always like...
Is it coconut? Is it pineapple?
Is it banana? Like, could be banana.
Ew, what a terrible route. If I try a tropical drink and it's banana flavored, I'm going to be mad. That's not okay.
How could you do that to me?
Yeah.
Bro, I am so congested in my chest. This is because totally off topic.
Had COVID.
But I'm so congested in my chest. Last night, when we got off, I literally rubbed Vicks Vapor Rub on my chest.
COVID.
Took NyQuil.
COVID.
The Vicks NyQuil pills. And put a Vicks thing in my humidifier, my kid's humidifier that's in my room, and turned it on.
COVID.
And I'm still like, still in my chest. Would you quit saying COVID every time? I did not have COVID.
You had the Covis.
I did not. If I did, you're getting it, buddy. Have fun.
Yeah, bro.
I don't think I had COVID, though, because...
I never got it.
So there was a bunch of people on my line at work that got sick, and a bunch of them, I think, went to the doctor, and they did not have COVID, and it was the stuff that I had going on was very similar to what they said happened. So I tend to think that like I know at least two of them went to the doctor and they both were like said that they didn't have COVID. So
I'm pretty sure you have COVID.
Fuck you.
I'm not a medical professional, but in my expertise, you have COVID.
In your lame shit ass ideas, I have COVID.
If I get COVID because of you.
No, shut up. If you get COVID, it's not going to be because of me. So now we're going to move on to our top 5 favorite reality shows. This was recommended from my sister Olivia. When I was over there Sunday, she was like, you should do reality shows. And I'm like, I don't really watch reality shows.
Either.
But I think Nate does.
Which is not true.
And I was like, I'll let him know. And then I come to find out I actually watch a lot of reality shows that I did not realize I watched. That like once I started writing the list, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I actually watched it. Like have watched or watched multiple reality shows.
I had to scrape together my list.
But I think in my head I was thinking like Survivor, like that, and then I was thinking like the
Kardashians.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff. Not like not like all the like cooking shows and like
once I've
and all that
got
stuff.
the competition, I can scrape together competition shows.
Yeah, that's that's what I was like. I was like, oh yeah, definitely. I have a lot. So I have a lot on my list. I think I literally have
oh my gosh,
5 honorable mentions and a top 5. But it's because I kept thinking of like, I'm like, oh, I can't leave this out. I can't leave this out.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, before we start, can you read
I don't want to.
Read this bottom line.
Okay. A box of I can't even start.
Yes.
A box of mixed biscuits in a biscuit mixer. A box of mixed. It's so
hard. Dude, I watched a video. Caden sent me a video of a bunch of different people that looked at the line and they were like, "Oh, this should be easy." And they're like, "A box of mixed biscuits." And it's like, what?
Of mixed biscuits in a biscuit mixer. That was pretty good.
Yeah, a box of mixed biscuits in a biscuit mixer.
You've been practicing though.
No, I actually haven't. I've actually done pretty good with it, like, every time I've tried it.
That's really horrible for my lisp. I just want you to know. Every word is a lisp. I'm like, okay, I can't do it.
Okay.
So that didn't help.
So I'm going to let you... Sorry, on that tangent. I'm going to go ahead and let you do the honorable mentions for yours, and then I'll jump in here and there and everywhere.
All right. So honorable mentions for my top 5 favorite reality shows. The first one's called Nailed It. It's Nicole Byers, the host. Have you watched Nailed It? Do you know
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's funny, dude.
I don't know what that is at all.
It's I won't talk about it too long, but it's like a baking competition. A baking.
Okay.
These people that don't know how to bake, they'll go on the show and try to make these really elaborate like displays, like really fancy artwork, like baked goods or whatever.
Yeah.
And it goes tragically.
I can imagine.
So you'll watch them make it, you know it's going to be horrible. And then at the very end, it'll be like, this is what you're supposed to make. It'll show us really nice, like, design or whatever. And this is what you made, and this is just really ugly, horrible thing. It's funny every time. I laugh so hard. And Nicole Byers is so funny. I love her. She's a great host.
What is it on?
Netflix.
Okay.
Dude, you should watch a couple. They're funny.
Okay, I will.
And it's like a family show. You can watch it with your kids, but I mean, they're young. But
I mean, I can watch a lot of stuff with my kids. I had to turn something off the other day though because it was I went to restart like watching. Help me.
I don't know what you're watching.
The show I was watching. That you read the books. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Golly, man, my brain's not functioning correctly.
COVID.
But anyways. I went to go restart watching it, and the very first episode that I started back on was like not for kids.
Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't.
Like some of the stuff that was on it, it was like scary.
Yeah,
it wasn't like the other stuff. Like they probably wouldn't even notice or care.
Yeah,
but it was like scary, and I'm like, yeah, okay, well, we're not watching this.
Let's watch Bluey.
Yeah, so I turned it off, and we watched one of their.
You can watch Nailed It. Nailed It's fine. My next one you probably shouldn't watch. 60 Days In.
I think I've heard of this one. This is where they go to jail, right?
It's so stupid.
They you do volunteer to go, right?
It's so
and stuff.
dumb. It's my worst nightmare. I don't know why people do it.
Yeah.
It stresses me out to watch it. So
we actually talked about this at work not that long ago because somebody was like, "Could you do it?"
Hell no.
And I'm like, if you put me in jail and I had to do it and I didn't have an option to back out. Yeah, I probably could. I'm like, but if you're telling me I gotta go in, but I can be like, hey, let me out, I'm probably gonna be like, hey, let me out.
I'm done.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I don't have to be there, I'm probably not gonna be there.
The first time someone looked at me sideways, I'd be out. Like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
I'm get shanked. I'm done.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, that show, I watched one season. It was really entertaining, very stressful. Never watching it again. But it was great. It was fine.
It was great. It was fine.
But yeah,
to go from up here, real high.
That's why it's an honorable mention.
It's okay.
It's not my top 5, bro. Last one, Supermarket Sweep. It's a cooking show.
That sounds familiar.
They cook out in the parking lot of a supermarket.
Gotcha.
And all their ingredients they have to buy from people walking out of the supermarket. So they gotta buy their groceries. They don't know what's in them most of the time. So it's kind of like a gamble. It's entertaining. It's really stupid, but it's fun.
That's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I like that.
What are yours?
Okay, I'm going to run through mine fairly quickly.
Like
I think you probably know most of these. So if you don't know, jump in and I'll explain what it is.
All of them.
So we have Last Chance U.
Good show.
The football ones, I liked the ones with the first ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mississippi ones. I didn't care for the other.
I didn't either.
The other
could
dude.
Not get into it.
And then the basketball one, I actually liked the basketball one.
I didn't watch that one.
And then Big Brother.
I used to like.
I don't watch it
I used to love
a ton, but like it is like it's like the stupid games they play and all that stuff. Like
it's so long,
and
and it's 3 episodes a week. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, so that's the thing is it takes a lot to watch it, but it is a pretty good show. Yeah. The Circle.
I loved the first season.
That was on Netflix. I've only watched the first season.
I haven't gone to the other ones.
I don't know if the rest of them are good, but I liked the first season of that so much.
That won.
Like me and my sister both watched. That
was a COVID show for us.
Yeah, so I watched it when it was on.
Yeah.
Like first came out, and I can't remember if she mentioned it to me or I mentioned it to her, but anyway, we both watched it. And then Fear Factor.
Yeah, I watched it as a kid.
That's a throwback.
Good old Joe
always
Rogan.
like, yeah, all the horrible foods they had to eat. And
all
then
the bugs they had to
the
eat.
bugs and stuff and snakes and stuff they had to have on top of them and all that crap. Like,
I would.
Yeah, I would not. I could not make it on Fear Factor. And then last is Impractical Jokers.
I hate the show.
Bro,
it's so stressful.
So that is the same for me, bro.
I can't watch it.
So like the secondhand like embarrassment and like all that stuff, like
it makes me want to die.
Yeah, I hate that. I don't even know. I can't even talk right now because of it. But I find that show so funny though. Still.
No, I don't watch. I can't watch it.
Like me and Jenna will watch it, and I'm like the whole time like cringing, but I love it at the same time. And then that's it for my honorable mentions. My number 5 is The Amazing Race.
I love the show. I'd never watch it though.
I don't hardly ever watch it anymore.
I would like to. But
I would. Me and my sister talked about doing it. Like
me and my buddy talked about doing it.
Like putting our names in to do it, but we never actually did.
I would be horrible because I don't like to travel very much. Like I'm not fun while we travel.
So see, me and my sister, we both like to travel. So like that was gonna be like a cool way for us to travel places.
I like going places. I don't like the journey to places. I like getting there. I don't like the traveling part.
I would be so bad on a show like that because you know those like the groups like the contestants that like are partners and then like one of them's like getting like real pissed off because the other one's like sucking or whatever. That would be me. I would be the asshole. I'd be the asshole of the show. Yep. I'd be like, Rachel, hurry up! And like being like a real dick. Like I know I would come off as like the asshole even though like I don't really feel like I'm an asshole.
You would get canceled. That'd be great. Go on the show.
I wouldn't get canceled.
Yes, you would.
People might would think I was a dick, but I don't think I'd get canceled.
I'd make sure of it.
Yeah, whatever. You're such an idiot. But yeah, so that's it. Like I said, I'd probably be the dick of the show if I ever was on it.
Yeah.
Even though I don't really like, it's just the competition part of it would bring out like
all the bad things.
My bad qualities, I guess.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot to drag out. It's not a lot left behind.
No. All right. Speaking of dicks, though. My number 5 is the Great British Bake Off.
How was that?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
How was that? Speaking of dicks.
I don't know. I don't know. I thought it would be fun.
I was fully prepared to look down and it be something else, and then I looked down and it was Great American Bake Off or Great British Bake Off.
Oh, I love the show so much. It's so calming and chill, and like their voices are so British. It's really just a nice time. And like
their voices are so British.
They're all so British, man. And you just grow to love them because I just could hear them talk all day.
They're so British.
They're so British. And they're just baking their little treats, and it's a great time. And when they win, like, I cry every time because I really get attached to these random people. It's fun.
Is it like a whole season, like or is it each episode's different people?
No, it's a whole season.
Oh, okay. So I was like, how do you get that attached where you're crying?
There's a group. It's like they're long episodes, and like there's a bunch of them. But like, so it's really wholesome, and then the hosts are like really kind of graphic, and they make a lot of adult jokes. It's a weird balance. It's
British, I think.
It is very British.
It is British television, I think.
They made an American one.
Crude.
Fucking trash. The American one's horrible. Don't watch it. Stick to the British one. America, man, they really tried.
What's that show where they make cakes? It's like each episode's different contestants. And they make, it's kind of like Chopped, but it's cakes.
That's a lot of shows. Cupcake Wars?
Cupcake Wars, that's it.
I love Cupcake Wars.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
I used to be here for that.
So, yeah. I don't know why that reminded me of Cupcake Wars, but...
That's better than Cupcake Wars.
It's like a season-long Cupcake Wars.
Yeah. Anyway, my number 4. It's called Making It.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's fun, dude. It's hosted by... I almost said Leslie Knope. Amy Poehler and Nick Offerman. Did you watch Parks and Rec? Are you a Parks and Rec guy?
No. I've seen
Oh, I love that show.
I've seen like the outtakes and stuff, like the one where he's like, great comeback story.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian.
And he's like, Kim Kardashian. And they're like, what? And he's like, I'm pretty sure she had cum in her back.
Dude, he's so funny. That one's so good.
And like none of them know that that's coming, and then, oh my god, that's
lose it.
Freaking comedy gold.
Dude.
The fact that that scene, for example, was like all like just improv.
Yeah,
is like crazy to me.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Because it's clearly improv, because they all like are like, what? Kim Kardashian? Yeah. And then he says that, and they're like dying.
Dude.
Anyways, sorry, I got off on a tangent about
Parks and Rec is great. You should watch it. But Making It, they host it. They're fun together. But it's a crafting competition. So like they make a bunch of random stuff. But the people on there are really creative and artistic, and it's like they make the craziest stuff. But it's another one where you get attached to them. So like when they go home, you're sad. When they win, you're like super pumped.
Gotcha.
It's just a nice, wholesome show.
Gotcha. That is kind of cool. Like they all do they have to do like within the same like thing, like per competition? Do they all like say they have to make stuff out of yarn? Like they all have to make stuff out of yarn, or like?
Well, they'll give you a thing where it's like you got to make something. I can't think of anything.
Like do they all do their own like type of thing?
They
like
all do their own
person would be
style.
Like a paint. And this person's like a sewer.
Yeah, they each have their own style thing that they're good at. They usually stick to that, and they make whatever product they're trying to make.
Gotcha.
So you can see different variations of this thing in different art styles or whatever.
Gotcha.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
And they're all like, I don't know. It's fun. You should check it out.
I might. Is it on anything?
It's NBC, I think.
Oh, fuck. How am I going to watch that? Is
know,
NBC on anything streaming?
Peacock. Which we all have Peacock, because what a great streaming service. Also, we're sponsored by Peacock. Literally the worst streaming service. If you have Peacock, I don't know what you're doing.
They do get some stuff though every once in a while.
Like what? The Olympics?
Like the No. I'm talking about like movies and stuff like that. Marry Me or whatever. We literally did a free trial of Peacock just to watch that Marry Me movie.
NBC's stupid.
What? The Olympics?
Who cares?
Oh shoot. Oh man, my number 4 is let's just move on.
Yep.
My number 4 is Road Rules.
I don't know what that is.
You know, like the Real World Road Rules Challenge. You know the Real World.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Real World was a show where it was like all like social based. Then they had a show called Road Rules. That was like a challenge. Like they did challenges and stuff.
Sure.
Then they put it together and made Real World Road Rules Challenge.
What a terrible
And now
name.
it's called The Challenge.
Oh.
The Challenge...
I do know The Challenge.
Is they took people from the Real World shows and they took people from the Road Rules shows and they made, like, The Challenge. And brought them together.
Like Survivor people on there all the time.
So, yeah, now it's... that the Real World doesn't even exist anymore either, does it? No. Road Rules... like
that was a dumb show.
Road Rules quit existing before the Real World. Like, the Real World started it, I'm pretty sure. Then they made the Road Rules... and then it ended before the Real World ended. I have a real hard time saying that.
I'm not even going to attempt it.
But anyways, so the Road Rules was... I don't know. It was...
Say Road Rules.
I liked it back in the day. Yeah. It was pretty cool. I don't really remember that much.
Now. There's no way.
But it's basically the same as like the Challenge, I think, kind of.
I can't even get into that.
It's actually fairly okay. I mean, it's a little bit of like the challenges. They kind of combine like the social aspects of like the one show and then the challenging like competition aspects of the other one. But I don't know. It's okay. That show's alright, but some of the people on there are annoying. Yep. And I don't even know about now because like the people on there now weren't even associated with the with the original shows.
Like Survivor, being Big Brother contestants, and like the Bachelor people. I think gives a shit. Yeah.
So, and then my number 3 is Barbecue Showdown. It's on Netflix. It's like a Netflix show, but they literally do like barbecue. It's like a barbecue competition. They start with like I think it's probably about 8, maybe 10 barbecuers from around the world or around the United States. I think most of the time. I don't think it's around the world, but they bring them in and then they have like a competition. There's been 2 seasons and I love it. But they have like it's all barbecue based, so like it's literally like they cook on like pellet grills or hatchcock. Like they hatchcock stuff.
What a man show.
And like different stuff but it's all barbecue, so it's like all like more barbecue related things like they have to make they have to make a full like meal. Yeah. Like they have to make the meat, the sides, all of it. And then they have like the second season they had something that was called like the pit, and it was literally an area where it wasn't like grills or anything like that. It was like fire, and you had to cook your food like however you could just from fire. But it's just so crazy because these people are so good at it.
Yeah.
Like just knowing like the different like things about meat, like I don't know, it's just wild.
They're
like
meat experts.
Yeah, like they know their meat. They know their way around the meat.
Yep.
But
they handle their meat.
Yeah. So that's it for that. It's pretty much what that show is.
Yeah, sounds good. I like a meat show, so I could probably get into that.
Yeah. Speaking of meat shows,
something I don't like to do to my meat. It's called Chopped. That was a great transition.
It's something I don't like to do. Anyways.
Chopped. What a great show.
That is a very good show.
I love Chopped.
I didn't put it on my stuff because it would have only been in my honorable mentions. Yeah. And so I'm like, we're going to talk about it. Yeah. And I've already got 13,000 things I want on there. So.
I love Chopped. The judges are great. The host is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The people on there.
The kids ones are so crazy too.
Dude, yeah, they're wild. Like, how do you know how to do that?
I
like
don't
7.
I don't know.
I didn't even know how to do math at 7. And y'all are like cooking up fancy things.
But yeah, that is, and that's another example of like, that's kind of the same way as that Barbecue Showdown. Like, they get stuff, I'm like, I've never even heard of this. Yeah. And they just somehow like, just by
make it work.
They taste it and they're like, oh, there's a little bit of bitterness and I'll do this to it. Yeah. And it's like, what? Yeah. Like I would have no earthly idea.
No. Some of the no earthly idea. Wild.
Yeah, like some of the shit they get.
Fucking crazy stuff.
And they just like somehow figure out like, oh, I'm gonna make a sauce out of this random.
Out of fucking Cheeto dust and tea or something stupid. Like, okay, what a great idea. And then it works. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, man. I see you. But people on there, I used to get really mad because they would make some dumb choices at the end. Like, I don't know. I used to get really frustrated.
I always would get mad at the people that would just like forget an ingredient.
I know, like, bro, you're on. What are you doing?
I'm like, literally, it's literally right. That's like almost the automatic. Yeah. You're gonna lose.
You will not survive.
As if you forget it.
Just do a check, like, oh.
Or they just forget to put it on their plate. Like they'll make something and it'll be over there on the stove, and they just didn't put it on their plate. And they're like, oh no.
That show's
like, are you kidding me?
So stressful. But like, bro, how hard can it be to make sure you got the 4 ingredients and make sure you got all of them on your plate? Look at your plate. All you gotta do. A little checklist.
I don't know. I mean, I guess the people that do it are the ones that are running behind, and then they get rushed, and then they forget. But I'm just like,
no, damn.
You're gonna lose. You might as well not even finish if you. It's the same.
No. I just thought of my favorite show, and I didn't put it on my list.
Okay, just add it at the end. If it's your favorite, you can just put it at your...
Probably my number 2. Okay,
well, say both your number 2s then.
Okay. My first number 2, RuPaul's Drag Race. It's dumb.
I don't even know, like, or even remotely what this show...
It's just like,
I mean, I know what it is, but, like, I'm like, not my thing, obviously, but...
We all know why it's not your thing.
That is not... Don't be an ass.
It's a good show, because, like, it's another one where as the weeks go on, you get to know these people, and you're like, you root for them, or you don't like them, so, like, when you go home... I don't know, it's really entertaining, and I think it's good to have, like...
I mean, reality TV is kind of just, like, trash TV, to be honest. So
that's why I don't like it. Like, the producers of that show really take over, and, like...
Yeah, that's most of
less of a competition and more of, like...
Drama.
Yeah, drama, which I really hate.
Yeah.
But, like, the queens are fun. I don't know. They do some funny things.
Yeah.
But anyway, my real number 2 that I just remembered... Guys' Grocery Games.
Oh, bro, that show is so good.
Fire? Yeah.
That show is good.
I love that show is good. So much.
Dude, cooking shows, I'm down to watch cooking shows.
I don't even cook, and I'll watch a cooking show.
Yeah, I'm down for cooking shows.
Also,
like, there's some of them that are annoying. My mom used to watch Rachel Ray all the time, and I cannot stand her. I'd be like, please do not make me watch this.
I can't stand her.
Yeah. And then now she's got her fucking talk show.
There's an Italian girl I don't like.
Gianna.
I do not like her.
Whatever her name is.
I want someone to slap her.
Yeah, she's annoying too.
Oh my gosh, she's stupid.
The Trisha, is it? No, what's the one that had? No, it's not her though.
I know.
She has a cooking show, but that's not the one.
Yeah.
No, it's the Pioneer Woman lady.
Oh, I know who that is, but I don't know who that is.
A lot of people love her, but I'm like, she slightly annoys me too.
I don't like her stuff either. It's ugly.
Yeah, I'm not. No comment. No comment.
Yeah. Anyway, Guys Grocery Games.
I don't think it's designed for us, but
no.
For one thing, and then for another thing, I agree with you.
I don't know how to cook, so I would never be on these shows. But I want to do the final thing on Guys Grocery Games, where you like run around the market with your cart and pick like what's a sour green thing, a pickle. So you got to go find a pickle and put it in your cart. I want to do that.
Just that part of it. You couldn't do the rest of it.
No, fuck that. I'm not doing that. And Guy Fieri,
dude, I think the ones where like the cool ones are the ones where it's like it'll be like you can only get from the odd number aisles.
I love yeah.
Or like you have to get something like sections are eliminated. Like you know, like sections of an aisle, and it's like whatever they need, and it's like the middle. It's halfway through them picking their stuff, and they randomly throw that in there.
Yeah,
like,
I love that.
Okay, all this stuff is eliminated now.
When they swap carts. I love that.
Oh,
because you'll have a plan, and then you'll get someone else's ugly ass stupid card and nothing in it. Like, what do I do with that? Like, that's trash. Like, that's stupid. But I love it.
Yeah.
I want to watch it now. Anyway, what's your number 2?
My number 2 I've actually talked about. It's Formula One Drive to Survive. It's what got me into Formula One. It's just, I don't know. It's a cool show, and it like. And you get to know like all these guys.
I just saw your number 1, and I I don't know what it is. But I'm intrigued. Anyway, talk about Formula One.
Anyways, it's just like a lot of the guys are the same, like every season. Like a lot of them stick around, so you get to know more about them, and then like some of the people like they don't participate in the camera and stuff. Like some of the individual racers, like they basically, like Verstappen, for example, the dude that's like dominant. This past season, I think, was the first time he ever like did interviews and allowed himself to be like actually in the show. So like even guys that have been in there for a while, you like slowly start to like even some of them you start to get to know because like they actually start participating in like the first couple seasons. Like a lot of them didn't participate. A lot of the more well-known ones didn't participate because they didn't really know what it was going to be about.
Yeah.
And then like the main guy in season 1 is Daniel Ricciardo, and then he became like super popular because like he's the main guy in the show pretty much that first season. So then I think some of the other people like saw the benefit of it, so then like they started participating. So like you slowly are getting more, and then obviously every so often somebody gets their seat lost, and then you get a new guy in. I don't know, just cool. It's cool watching like. It's not even really about the racing per se. It's just like the
drama.
That, but like also the like these are highly competitive dudes. Like you have to be, and you have to almost be a little bit wild to want to like drive on the edge of the limit. You know what I mean? Like they're pushing those vehicles to the very absolute limit. Like where 1 millimeter over and they're losing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like. It's just kind of wild watching those types of people, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then my number one.
I'm very intrigued about this one.
You're not gonna like it.
I like the title.
The number 1 show is called Meat Eater.
What's it about?
And it's a hunting show.
Oh yeah, I don't care.
And he.
Never mind.
I gotta get the guy's name because. I don't care anything about hunting. Like I don't hunt. I personally don't hunt. I don't really like as far as like me personally doing it. I don't care anything about it. But I love watching hunting shows for some reason. It's probably like my what is that called? Like your primitive nature.
You said hunting and I fell asleep, I think.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
You dick.
You lost me at hunting.
Steve. Oh Harvey. Shoot, no. Steven Ranella. Ranella.
He's a
something.
famous hunter.
But he's like, yep, he's not a real famous hunter. I mean, I guess he is.
I don't know who it is.
But he's just a hunter. And he's like, he does like
hunting.
Yeah, but it's not like he goes out and like sometimes he doesn't even get anything. Like the whole episode, he's hunting and he never actually like
why would you
kills
want to watch
anything.
That?
Because it's like him just like stalking it and like he does all of it. He does all of it on foot. Like most of the time it's all on foot. Like he doesn't like. It's not like he's just sitting up in a freaking deer stand like waiting for something to come. Like he's actively pursuing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not the type of hunting that people do around here, like where they sit and like try to draw them in. Like he like actively goes out and like tries to get, and it's just like beautiful scenery and stuff like that. And like sometimes I feel like he kind of sucks at it, but like
I mean,
like sucks in the sense that like he probably would be a really great hunter if he did like what everybody else does, but like because he's like what he's doing is so hard.
This sounds terrible.
He just doesn't always succeed. Bro, it's so good. I love it.
I'm glad you do. That sounds awful.
I love it. I love it so much.
I could take a nap to that show, no doubt.
No, it's so good.
Okay,
it's so good.
I'll tell you now, I'm not watching that.
He even took Joe Rogan out one time.
You just made it worse somehow.
Actually, he might have had 2 different episodes where Joe Rogan went along.
Yeah, okay.
And then like, I don't know. He took Beer Never Broke My Heart guy.
Dang it. I don't know who that is. What?
Beer Never Broke My Heart guy. What's that guy's name?
I don't know.
The country singer. He's a bigger dude.
Like all of them.
Don't fucking say Jelly Roll. Not that one. The other one.
That dude's huge though. Luke Combs.
Luke Combs. He took
I don't
him.
Even know, I don't know why I know that.
He took him hunting with him one time too.
Huh.
I don't know. It's just cool, man.
I'm glad.
And then he cooks stuff. So then he'll have episodes where it's all like, well, he always cooks at the end of the episode. Like once if he kills something, he'll like make a meal out of it. But he has like individual episodes where it's like the whole thing is just him like cooking like wild game recipes and like trying to like bring about like people like ways to cook wild game so that's good.
I've never been so disappointed. I read that title and was very excited, and then
what did you think it was?
I don't know, but I was ready to go on a journey, and I just took a nap instead. You call a show Meat Eater, and there's not even.
It's because he's the meat eater. He hunts, kills, and eats meat.
I had different thoughts for it.
Yeah, clearly.
Is that all you had to say about Meat Eater?
That's all I have to say about Meat Eater, you dick.
Okay, sounds good.
I knew you weren't gonna like it.
I'm glad you love it. I was just very sad that it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
Thought it was gonna be something tasty.
Guzzling meat. I don't know.
God, don't ever say that ever again.
Okay. Number one. I've already talked about it on here. Survivor. It's a great show. I love it every season. It
is a pretty good show. I haven't watched it in a long time. Dude. I didn't even know they went to just one place.
Yeah, they're in one place. They just go to Fiji every year.
Yeah.
It's kind of lame, but like, I'm here for it. It starts up again, I think soon, and I'm very hyped.
Yeah.
I'll be on it one day.
It's really disappointing that they go just to one place.
I know. But like, money talks. They got a deal. I don't know.
Yeah. Like they don't make enough money from...
No joke, though.
Making the show?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Anyway, Survivor's great. Check it out if you want to. It's good because the gameplay's great, the strategy's great. The people are usually kind of cool.
Does the Amazing Race... This is totally off topic, but that reminded me. Is the Amazing Race even on still?
I could not. I think so, yeah.
I just wondered because of COVID.
I wasn't on during COVID.
Well, I know, but I mean, like, even now...
I think it is on.
Okay.
But I don't quote me. I don't know.
Because like a lot of these shows, that wouldn't matter, but like,
yeah,
like for Survivor, for example, like this, which they're kind of like off by themselves, so it's not really like
they had a quarantine before they went, and then they're
once they're in there, they're not really exposed to a lot of
RuPaul. There's a season going on when COVID started. So they filmed the whole season in person, whatever. They got to the finale, and then COVID happened, so they had to shoot the finale, like, at home. It was really weird.
Dude, they did that with American Idol. They had the season, like, they did all the auditions and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like...
COVID was wild.
Midway through it, they had to stop, and everybody was doing it from home.
I remember that. That's terrible.
In the same way as the Formula One, like... the Drive to Survive or whatever, like midway, like they went to a race weekend, and it just like everything shut down. Then they quit racing for like months.
I can't believe you got COVID after all this time.
Huh?
I can't believe you got COVID after like.
Okay, first of all, I don't have COVID now, and I've had it before.
You have it now.
So, I had it before though. So
whatever.
It's not like I just randomly got it and had not had it the whole time.
But you got it again.
But I also don't have it.
You do have it.
You're so full of shit. I don't think we had a lot of comments or anything from this week.
We got another email.
We did get another email. A few more suggestions of things to...
And his top 5 athletes.
Oh, yeah. I meant to... Yeah. So the poll, I forgot about it. The poll ended, nobody calls it pop, apparently.
This is good.
2 people said Cokes.
Probably your family.
And 2 people said sodas.
I didn't even vote in this one.
So, looks like it's even. Cokes or sodas.
That's because you're a family vote.
Cokes and sodas are the only thing you can call it. There's still 1 day left technically, so I guess that could change, but...
I'm gonna vote. No, I'm not going to. I don't care.
But yeah, Cokes and sodas.
Yeah.
At least you had heard of it before. I found it very annoying that some people acted like they'd never even heard that before.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Y'all are so full of it.
I wish I hadn't.
What? Hadn't heard people
Cokes.
call it Cokes before?
Yeah, it's terrible.
You're stupid. Oh, and as far as John's list of top 5 goes, I had some of these people listed on my list, but I did not put them on because they personally don't really...
None of these do anything for me.
Yeah, like they personally didn't do They personally didn't do anything for me. I realized, like, if I was to list the top 5, like, greatest athletes, yeah, I probably would have some of these. Like, that's what I did originally. Originally, I wrote down, like, who I thought was really good in their individual thing, like, who I thought was one of the best. And so I had Michael Phelps and I had Usain Bolt. But then I was like, I don't actually care about Michael Phelps or Usain Bolt.
No.
So I did what was actually my top 5 favorite athletes.
I would put Messi. I could potentially put him on mine.
I could if I watched soccer. I don't really watch soccer though. So.
I love soccer.
And then
Wayne Gretzky,
the Michael Jordan, I can't get behind the Michael Jordan.
I don't care about Michael Jordan either, man.
I can't get behind the Michael Jordan.
I like to talk shit about Michael Jordan.
He didn't change. He changed the game. The only thing he changed is he made sneakers cool.
Here's a hot take.
That is literally the only part of the game he changed, is that, like, now, like, he made sneakers cool, and, like, that in turn led to, like, people having, like, NBA players having more of, like, their personality out there instead of being just another dude on the team.
I think he did more than that.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think he changed the style of play. I don't think he did any of that stuff.
He changed the popularity of the game. Everybody knows.
Dream Team probably changed the popularity of the game.
Because Michael Jordan was on it.
But
all right.
I don't know that he really changed the popularity of the game that much.
Dude, I'm pretty sure he did.
Basketball was popular to people that liked basketball back then. Now, yeah, people might know who Michael Jordan was, but that didn't make them like basketball. Like, I'm not saying, like, he personally might have been, like, well known, but I don't think it, like, influenced people's liking basketball. Now, the Dream Team, when they went to the Olympics and, like, all those people watched them and saw how cool they were from, like, all the different countries.
Yeah.
And that pulled a bunch of people in. It wasn't just Michael Jordan, though.
Yeah, but
I just don't feel like he did that much for the game. Not that much. Not like he's done anything like... I think Steph Curry changed the game more than Michael Jordan did.
He changed the way the game's played. I agree.
Yes. Well, that's changing the game.
I would not compare...
Michael Jordan didn't actually do anything that changed the game.
I wouldn't compare Jordan to Curry.
Curry changed the game.
Okay.
I don't care about Curry, but he actually had an impact on the game changing.
Sure.
That's it, folks.
I'm guessing.
That's because you don't want to argue with me.
No, I don't. I'm tired.
So fine. We won't argue about it.
John also made another comment. He said it would be cool if we did a fantasy football league with all of our listeners. It would be cool, but we have to have more than like 8 listeners.
And we also have to have more than... It would basically just be a league of me, you, and John, I think.
Yeah, me, you, John.
Because I don't think we have a whole lot of, like...
Football
listeners.
No.
My wife tunes out of all the sports stuff. My sister doesn't care about it. My sister-in-law doesn't.
Like, what are you talking about on the podcast? I'm like, oh, kind of everything, whatever. Is it mostly sports? I'm like, it's not mostly sports, but it is a lot of sports.
Yeah, we do talk about sports, but that's just because that's stuff we personally like in our life. It turns people off, though. Yeah.
Which is fine. That's whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, next year when we have like a bunch of people listening, sure, we can do a league.
Yeah, if we ever get to the point.
This year, not happening.
So.
And John, you're number 1 invite.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, you'll get the invite number 1. And then I posted about the episode last week on my Facebook. So if anybody's curious about those shirts that cost a fortune, I put
Did you post
in the
it?
post. I posted it in the comments. So if you want to see what the super expensive t-shirt looked like that I spent so much time on, it's in the comments of the post I put about the episode.
Think you posted about it.
I did too. It says in this episode we talk about our current reading obsessions, our sketchy library habits. It's literally right here on my profile.
Throw your phone again.
Yeah. It's on my profile.
I don't see it. Anyway, that's fine.
Right here. This post in the comments.
I didn't get tagged in it or anything.
It says is with Nate. Even. Dude, I swear if it's not showing up, I'm going to be so upset.
Did anybody like it?
No.
It didn't post them.
It's on my page though. How's it not post?
Now and it's not there. The first thing I see is when I posted about the athlete episode.
What the? Why the fuck?
I don't think it posted, bro.
It literally is here though.
I don't think it.
How is it not posted?
It didn't work. I don't know, man.
I am so irritated.
That's why no one got to see those shirts because no one saw that post.
That is so irritating.
I never got tagged because I didn't post it because I forgot.
That's very irritating.
Yeah, I never got tagged in yours. You'll have to repost it or something. I don't know. Anyway.
Okay.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah. Anyways. Still, I'm sorry. I got really quiet because I'm irritated. Because I'm like, how did that even happen?
We'll post it at some point. The picture.
But anyways, so yeah.
So yeah. Oh, it posted now.
Okay. So it's there now, and it should be in the comments.
Well, the comments aren't there. Anyway, let's log off and figure it out.
Yeah, anyways, that's it, guys. Okay. We appreciate everybody listening, and that will be it this week for the guys from The Unimportant Viewpoint.
That's me.
So, bye.